Welcome to the BAM Pro Tour. This time, we take you to the majestic and hidden gem of Lake Almanor for the 2025 Pro-Am Championship. After a long season across the West Coast, it all comes down to this. This is the BAM Pro-Am Championship on Lake Almanor. The Pro-Am Series took place across 2 divisions and 5 fisheries: Lake Shasta, Don Pedro, the California Delta, Potholes Reservoir, and the Columbia River. For the Pro-Am Championship, pro anglers will compete against other pros, and co-anglers will compete against other co-anglers. Anglers bring in their 5 best bass, and over the course of 3 days, the BAM scales will determine our champions.
I'm real anxious, super excited to get going. Practice was good. You know, we're having a little change in weather today, so I'm curious to see how it's going to affect the fish. I'm really hoping they're still there, but we're just fishing for 5 today. If we get the bites, we'll be in good shape. If not, then we'll be asking for them tomorrow on stage.
Oh, it feels awesome. When I set out the year, I mean, this is the first year I'm on the front of the boat for me, so this was kind of the goal coming in, was to make this event. You know, I'm fishing with, 30, 35 of the, the best guys around the West Coast, so I couldn't ask for more than that.
I've been looking forward to this one on the schedule. I was hoping fishing was a lot better. I mean, I just came from the Columbia River and now I'm down here, but tough fishing makes for good anglers, right? So we're really going to see who can pull the win off, right? Because it's fishing super tough. I found some fish, but I'm still skeptical if I'll still bring in 5, but I've been catching some decent ones. I don't know. It's a fun place and I love the area around here. It's super cool.
It's time to get this highly anticipated championship underway on Lake Almanor. We kick off the action with pro angler Logan Hunsey and his co-angler Brian Cogburn.
To be honest with you, this is the first time I've ever thrown the dice. So I think it's a dumb looking bait, but it gets bit. Yeah, I don't know.
Why did you decide to throw it?
It's because it's been dominating smallies everywhere. I got one. It ain't that big though. I'll get him. It's tiny. You're here.
You were a basketball player, huh?
No. Well, I played a little bit. I wasn't getting good.
That's fun.
I think it's just a bait that interests them a bunch. I think it kind of looks like a crawdad falling. Not that they would fall from, the top of the water, but a lot of them see it, they're interested in it, and then they chase it down, and then every once in a while you get one to bite. I just think it's something they haven't seen. It's still fairly new. I mean, it's been around a couple years, but this lake also doesn't get a ton of tournaments where guys are probably throwing it a bunch, But I don't really know why it works, honestly. It's just something about it makes them bite it.
Fishing from the front of the boat, we turn to collegiate and Bridgeford pro angler Brennan Osborn with his co-angler Eugene Downing.
Oh, let's go, dude. That's a stud. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Brother, let's go. Get that baby rat out of there now.
You just cast it over there too, because I hit him. Fish. Better one. Thanks. What the?
Now we check in with pro angler Chad Schweitzer and co-angler Robert Ryans.
This is a big one, too.
What's that?
This is a good one, too. All right, here we go. Yes!
switched baits. We made a switch.
3, about to be 4, I think. Thanks.
Nice job, bro.
Not that big, but take it. What's that? Yeah, these things pull so hard.
The BAM Pro-Am Championship presented by Tackle Warehouse is underway on Lake Almanor. Pro and co-anglers to the BAM scales. Weigh-in is next.
Randall and I want to talk to you real quick about choosing the right electronics mount for your bass boat.
And we know the quality and effort that BAM Foster has put into this company.
So what you get is a custom fitted mount, not some mass produced universal mount for every bass boat out there.
Seat pedestal plugs, tool holders, steering wheel spacers, and battery trays are all made with the same attention to detail that Bass Boat Technologies is known for. Check them out at bassboattech.com. You'll be glad you did.
One look and you'll know. These fired up next-gen machines are engineered like no other. Precision tuned to excel under pressure, Vexus boats have revolutionized what quality, performance, innovation, and a true rough water ride can be. Check out the long list of advantages at VexusBoats.com. After all, some things turn your head, others ignite your soul.
Tackle Warehouse has everything you need to get out and catch more bass. Rods for every application or technique. Over 1,000 reels to choose from. Monofilament, braid, and fluorocarbon lines. A massive selection of baits from the smallest to the largest. Exclusive baits and colors only available at Tackle Warehouse. Everything you need to build or customize your favorite lures. And of course, countless options to store it all. Tackle Warehouse. Click, save, fish.
Welcome back to the BAM Pro Tour. We're at the Pro-Am Championship on Lake Almanor, where everything is on the line. One pro leaves with a brand new Mercury-powered Bass Cat, and co-anglers are fishing for a $10,000 payday. Let's kick off the weigh-in. On the co-angler side, Thaddeus Vincent currently holds the day one lead with a weight of 13.03 pounds, despite the struggle for heavier bites. Roy DeSmangles Jr. and Will Wyman are close behind with weights of 7.83 and 6.81 pounds, respectively. Now on the pro side, first up is Bryant Smith.
You got 1919's what you're looking for. He's not even wiping his brow. Why? Because he just dropped 2026 on the stage, everybody. He just took over the lead right there from Jason Crone. Coming out of Discovery Bay, California, Mr. Logan Huntsey. Coming up here, Logan. All right, man, look at this guy's wearing a jacket. He's out there freezing to death. How many you got out there? 5? He got his 5 fish. Logan, you're going to need 2027. Bryant set that bar a little high. Did he set it high enough? He needed 2027. You know what? The bar was here. He jumped it. 2062 right there, everybody. Great bag of fish. Joe, you were so close. 20.52, everybody. Good bag of fish. That's going to put him in second place overall right now. He's out of Beaverton, Oregon, everybody, Mr. Brennan Osborn. Let's bring him up on the stage. Mark, we're looking for 20.63. Let's step over here. He said it's a great big bag of fish. He said it's 21 pounds. That's what he sees in his heart. Actually, his face doesn't say that, but oh, that's right. When I call it, I call it. It wasn't 20.63. Sorry, everybody. If you're watching right now, it was 21.96, your new leader at the very end.
Brennan takes the lead with 21.96 pounds. In second place, Logan Hunsey follows behind with 20.62 pounds. And last year's Pro-Am champion, Joe Mariani, holds third place after one day on Lake Almanor.
Yeah, well, I was hoping to save the best for last. I was hoping that's how it was going to work out, and it did. So I couldn't be happier. This is the best position to be in, obviously being in first place. But like I said on stage, man, it was tough. I caught probably 14 fish today, a couple that I didn't even worry about putting in the bag. And I did see some things changing. There's a lot of pressure on the lake in certain areas where I was catching them better. So I know it's gonna get tougher. I'm definitely not gonna sleep tonight whatsoever. So yeah, I got my work cut out for me tomorrow. I got to weigh in a little bit earlier, so it's gonna be crunch time when I get out there.
Don't go anywhere. More action from the BAM Pro-Am Championship on Lake Almanor is next.
Hey folks, pro bass fisherman Mark Lassane here. My garage was completely cluttered with outdoor gear, but then I discovered StoreQuest self-storage. Now check out my space. It's like my own personal oasis. All my fishing rods, my gear have a home away from home. With everything neatly organized, I can spend more time doing what I love. Thanks to my StoreQuest unit, I've decluttered my life and made room for adventure.
Bass Angler Magazine brings you more. If you want to learn the latest techniques, win your next bass tournament, or simply catch more bass, then Bass Angler Magazine is for you. From California to Florida, finesse to frogging, Bass Angler Magazine is jam-packed with how-to information from the world's best pros. Published every season, Bass Angler Magazine is crammed with fresh new articles designed to help anglers of all levels learn more and catch more bass. Sign up at bassanglermag.com today. Bass Angler is also available at Tackle Warehouse, Bass Pro, Cabela's, or for your mobile device at the Apple newsstand.
What the flock are you waiting for? California's newest luxury entertainment destination, Chicken Ranch Casino Resort, is ready to play. Experience laid-back luxury in our modern hotel, a casino floor with views of the Sierra, and diverse restaurants and bars that'll keep you squawking for more. Experience the all-new Chicken Ranch Casino Resort, located just 60 minutes from Yosemite National Park. Visit playchickenranch.com to book your trip today.
Welcome back to the BAM Pro Tour on Lake Almanor for the 2025 Pro-Am Championship. The BAM Pro Tour is proudly sponsored by Mercury Marine, Tackle Warehouse, StoreQuest Self-Storage, and by Bass Boat Technologies.
Yesterday went really, really well. Better than I could have ever expected, but I also didn't think these guys would catch them that good, so we got a little bit of work to do still. 22 is leading it. We had 20 and a quarter, but at least we have a shot. If we can back it up today with another solid bag and get into that championship Sunday, I think you never know what can happen out here. From what I've seen, I think you could really have a 24 pound bag if everything went right. So I'm excited to get back out there.
A little bit anxious. I'm trying to keep my nerves down. It's a big day, it's cut day, so we got to make it happen. I got about half as many bites yesterday as I was getting in practice, so I'm a little concerned about consistency. But all I can do is keep my bait in the water today, so I'm just going to keep the boat moving and make it happen.
This is similar to how practice was, and they were still biting, so we'll see what happens. I think I anticipated getting tough just with all the boat pressure, but we'll see. Got to cast on 100 fish to make one to bite, so that's the game plan.
Day 2 of the BAM Pro-Am Championship on Lake Almanor is underway. Morning action kicks off with 4th place pro angler Bryant Smith and 6th place co-angler Robert Ryans.
We just came out to this island. This was the only spot where I really, well, not the only spot, but this island was where I, at least in practice, I found the majority, like a good group of fish. It wasn't 1, 2 here and there. There was multiple groups with multiple groups of fish. So I didn't start here yesterday, but this is where I caught all my weight yesterday. Yep. On the other side of it, and I'm just trying to cover as much water as I can. You know, you'll see some fish on the bottom. I'm catching some of those, and some going through bait, catching some of those, but the whole thing is keeping that Lowrance Ghost on high and just watching that active target too. And I mean, I'm not doing anything special, you know. I'm just casting at as many fish as I can, and hoping I'm getting in front of five good ones that want to bite. Just throwing a drop shot with a Strike King half shell, little green pumpkin one. I really like that bait when they're eating bait fish. You know, the craze the past couple of years, well, past year has been a lot of the dice baits and everything. And I caught a couple on that, you know, the tumbleweed, but they've just been you know, when they're on bait fish, it's hard to beat that half shell. It really is. Especially when it's pond smelt, but just a little 1.5-inch long bait, 1.75-inch long bait, and throwing it on a drop shot, Alpha Angler DSR, a Lew's Custom Light spinning reel, 12-pound braid, 6-pound fluorocarbon, and just covering water.
With nearly 22 pounds of smallmouth bass, current leader Brennan Osborn and co-angler Kirk Marshall start off with a big weight off of a small bait.
That's a good one. That's a big one. Holy crap, that's a giant, dude. That's a big one. Please stay on. Holy crap. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's one of the ones you want to have right there. Whew. Try not to go too far forward. There's a big pot of them out in front of us, too. Oh, that's a good one. Where'd my pliers go? There we go. That'll get us closer to 17.
Early in the morning, Aaron Britt and co-angler Dan Cranston are looking for the championship bass on Lake Almanor.
I think he's gonna get it again. Oh my God, he did it again. Little. God, you're fine. God, hit it 3 times. Thanks, sir. Ain't worth the shit, but better than one. It's like they don't bite it at all, they'll bite it 64 times in one cast. Like, make it make sense to me, please. That's 13, right? It's probably why I ate it so many damn times. It's so little. Big one would have just swam right by it. Told you the winning fish are here.
From the back deck, co-angler Chuck Cavros reels in a couple healthy Almanor smallmouth with his pro angler, Andrew Sommer.
There you go, that's a good one, dude.
Woo.
You right there? Good? That's what's up. There you go.
Come out again.
I'll get this out. You worry about the fish. Attaboy.
Sitting just 1 pound behind the leader, pro angler Logan Hunsey puts a fuzzy dice in the water, hunting for quality bass.
Over 100. Over 100? Hundreds. I think I've only caught 7 today. Oh, I got one right now. I don't know. It'll be close. Nope.
Good luck.
Later in the morning, Chad Schweitzer secures a quality bass for his live well with fish like this. Chad is making a strong bid for the championship prize boat.
Good net job. Woo!
Big one. Thanks.
Coming up next on the BAM Pro-Am Championship presented by Tackle Warehouse, it's cut day. Only 10 pro anglers and 10 co-anglers will move on for a shot at a brand new fully loaded bass boat and $10,000.
Competitive anglers powered by Mercury Pro XS outboards have won more bass fishing tournaments than all other brands combined. With lightning-quick acceleration, legendary reliability, and lightweight design, Pro XS has everything you need to travel farther, faster, and harder.
It's the moment when everything is on the line and precision, power, and control make all the difference. A moment over 20 years in the making, anchored on loyalty, trust, and support that goes beyond all expectations. A relentless pursuit of perfection. All born from a revolutionary idea to help you rule the water. Power Pole.
At Black Bear Diner, we believe a great meal should feel like a warm hug, like our Bear's Choice breakfast. Start with 2 farm-fresh eggs, cooked just the way you like. Choose from our one-of-a-kind sweet cream pancakes, homemade biscuits and gravy, or indulge in cinnamon roll French toast. Add your choice of thick-cut smoked bacon or homemade sausage patties. That's a bear's choice. Your very own warm bear hug.
Good old-fashioned family food, Black Bear Diner.
Welcome back to the BAM Pro-Am Championship on Lake Almanor, presented by Tackle Warehouse. It's cut day at the scales, time to thin the herd and see who will fish on Championship Sunday.
You did a great job and dropped it 10.66, everybody. Co-angler coming out of Oakdale, California, Mr. Brian Cogburn, everybody. Bring him on up here. And that 5 goes 15.04, everybody. That means that is your new co-angler leader right now with 20.41, a big cushion. He will be here fishing for a $10,000 check tomorrow.
Here's a look at the top 10 co-anglers moving on. Brian Cogburn takes a commanding lead after a huge limit today. Thaddeus Vinson shifts into second place with 16.06 pounds, and Troy Mades holds third place at 11.48 pounds. Now on to the pro anglers. Brennan weighed in last yesterday and is up first today.
All you needed was 13.91. You must have had some fish on hold because you just dropped a great big weight. 22.70, everybody. That topped yesterday. He is now your current leader with 44.66. He's out of Roseville, California. Let's bring him up, everybody. Pro angler, Mr. Bryant Smith. Yesterday, you dropped a big bag on the scale, 20.26. Today, you need a negative 124. That means you didn't have to show up and you'd still be in top 10 right now. We're looking for negative 124. He's going into the positive numbers. He went a little bigger than yesterday. 21.51, everybody. That's a big bag of fish. He's our pro angler, Mr. Logan Hunsey. Come on up here, Logan. He topped his weight from yesterday. 20.62 yesterday, 20.96 today. Great weight, man. Reaching that bag. Hold up a couple of those bass.
Here's a look at the top 10 pro anglers fishing on Championship Sunday. Brennan Osborn takes a 3-pound lead over Bryant Smith's 41.77 pounds. Logan Hunsey, Chad Schweitzer, and Chris Parks round out the top 5 heading into Championship Sunday. Don't go anywhere. The BAM Pro-Am Championship, presented by Tackle Warehouse, wraps up when we return.
Tackle Warehouse has everything you need to get out and catch more bass. Rods for every application or technique. Over 1,000 reels to choose from. Monofilament, braid, and fluorocarbon lines. A massive selection of baits from the smallest to the largest. Exclusive baits and colors only available at Tackle Warehouse. Everything you need to build or customize your favorite lures. And of course, countless options to store it all. Tackle Warehouse. Click, save, fish.
One look and you'll know. These fired-up next-gen machines are engineered like no other. Precision tuned to excel under pressure, Vexus boats have revolutionized what quality, performance, innovation, and a true rough water ride can be. Check out the long list of advantages at VexusBoats.com. After all, some things turn your head, others ignite your soul.
It's Championship Sunday on Lake Almanor to conclude the BAM Pro-Am season. Today, we crown a pro angler and a co-angler champion as some of the best in the West.
Well, I'm 4 pounds behind Brennan, who's just been smashing them. Looking at the weather, he's gonna smash them today. We're doing the exact same thing. So once I get 20 pounds, or if I get 20 pounds, a respectable bag, I'm just gonna pick up a big swim bait because I need that like 25, 28 pound bag today to win. It's championship, there's no points involved, so we're just gonna go out and swing.
The number one thing I think is what it's gonna take is not thinking you can't win. I think I'm 8 pounds behind first place, but if you go in saying I can't win, you'll never win. So my thought is catch as much as I can, and if it's my day it'll work out. But I do have a mountain to climb. But once you're in the top 10, it's kind of like a little bit of pressure off. I'm gonna fish the way I've been fishing because almost everything I'm catching has got like a 4-pound average. And maybe I catch a couple big ones, and maybe the guys on top fall down, and maybe I get to win this. So
feeling good, man. You know, this is one of those tournaments where if you're meant to win it, you're going to win it. You know, we're all fishing for the right fish. It's just whoever gets the right bites and gets them in the boat. You know, there's a million fish down there. They're really, really hard to catch, and it's just all about presenting your bait to the right 5. And if they're in the right mood and they bite it, then we'll have a shot at winning this thing. If not, then it is what it is. But it's almost like a comforting feeling. Like you don't have to really worry. You just go out there, work your butt off, and at the end of the day, it's going to work out the way it's going to work out.
I'm feeling anxious and excited, and just hoping. I'm liking these clouds coming this morning. I've been getting a few bites early on top, and depending on how Brennan's fishing, if I'm able to get to some shallow water, I'll feel comfortable about that. But we're just going to play it out and see how it goes. If I can get 2 bites today, I'll be really excited.
I'm going to definitely keep the boat moving again today and keep an open mind. We have a little bit of a change in weather again, probably a little bit more clouds than yesterday. So that's definitely going to affect kind of what I'm doing, or at least my thought process of it. So probably keep the boat moving, just try and be conscious of what the fish are doing, and try and make the adjustment and do what they're telling me to do.
Championship Sunday coverage begins with the current leaders. Brennan Osborn has led the pro field the past 2 days and is already on a roll early in the morning as co-angler leader Brian Cogburn helps net the bass.
This is some of the cleanest water I've found in the whole lake. We got the sun out. There's hardly any clouds in the sky right now, and I'm pretty much replicating the bite I had yesterday. These fish get up real tight to the bank, and they're just hunting around for crawdads up in these big boulders. So just kind of looking for these cruisers that come up shallow. They seem to like getting up here when the sun comes out, so I'm trying to take advantage of it before we get any cloud cover that rolls over. Then I'm gonna have to make another adjustment. Keep looking. I don't think he's a monster. He's not bad though. Can we get the net for me? It's a good one. Hooked him. There we go.
Nice job.
I'm not sad about that.
Heck no.
Ooh, I had him by the skin.
Did you?
Holy smokes. Just barely. It's 3 1/4. Oh, we got 5.
Oh,
2 decent ones. Step on your foot here real quick. There's 5 in there, but really only like 2.
Next, we find Asher Haynes and Roy Desmangles Jr. Asher currently has 1 keeper in the live well just after 9 o'clock.
It's pretty slow. Usually the mornings are slower anyways for me. Got 1 fish in the box right now. It's not a bad one. Wouldn't mind weighing it in later, but definitely tough. I mean, these fish are, they're running away from baits, it seems like, so, versus running to them. So it's definitely gotten tougher. I mean, these fish are all beat up. They're not liking the pressure, it seems like. Not really big groups. A couple days ago, the first day they were big groups, they were chasing bait, kind of in this bay right here. But I'm sure I saw a couple other guys fishing in here too, as well with me, so I'm sure that they just kind of dispersed due to the pressure. Like day 1 was awesome here. Like you could just throw it a group and it was almost like guaranteed one of them would eat it. So you could tell that they were feeding because you could just see the bait getting pushed around and they were flying. The fish were flying around. Yeah, here he comes, ready? Get him. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. It's a decent one. I'll take it. It's number 2. I'm glad I could get some footage for you guys. It only took an hour. Yeah, just a little drop shot, 1/4 ounce tungsten weight, heavy hitters, tungsten weight. Little OSP rubber dice. I think this is like the non-salt version. It's kind of a green pumpkin, green flake, orange flake kind of deal, but that one was kind of textbook for the way I've been fishing this spot. Saw a couple fish diving through bait and just got to hit them in the face, and that one decided to eat, so it worked out pretty well.
Chris Parks and Byron Stone are currently fishing along a large main lake flat in the southeast of Lake Almanor, looking to make some upgrades on Championship Sunday.
Way out in front of you. You want them straight underneath the boat, just digging. Gives me the best opportunity to control them. It's a nice fish. I don't know if he's gonna cull, but these fish, once you get them in the net, sometimes they grow. They're really dense. He might be growing a little bit. It looked like a 2 and now he looks like a 3.5. So reach, reach, reach. There we go. Nice. He might. Yeah, he's gonna make it, I think. There you go. It's a nice little fish. He's hooked really good, the number 2. Every fish I catch, I'm retying like immediately. They come up thrashing with that drop shot, and you know, it's not worth me losing a fish. I wasn't getting enough bites to be farming any at all. That fish is hooked so well. Oh, there he goes. Nope, that's a 3-1. So that guy's gonna go back, hang out with his buddies. Yep, for sure. All right. They're going. Just fishing like a main lake deep flat. And there was a lot of boat pressure yesterday. And if you can let these fish rest and get a good rotation through, they'll bite a little bit. You've got to make a pretty long cast. Like I've caught a couple inside 40 feet, but a lot of them are in that 60 to 80 feet out in front. So you know, you're kind of looking around and trying to find the life. They're chasing bait. They're sitting on stumps. And it's just a lot of presentations and going back and forth between like a little Kitech and a flatworm, just kind of rotating between those two baits. And you know, they're eating both. There's a lot of pond smelt in the lake, and they're like 1.5 inches, 2 inches. And these fish the trout are eating them, the bass are eating them. And so practice was pretty tough, and it just like, you know, baits kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and kind of settled into something that at least I had confidence in and just kind of pushed it. And you know, it's working okay. It's working okay. I got like 10 bites yesterday, 10 bites on Fridays. I caught 6 fish both days. And today I've caught 7, and I've probably had 10 bites again, and I'm, you know, kind of hours ahead of where I have been. So I've got 1 4-pounder, and the rest are in that 3.5 to 3 3/4. So they're all pretty solid. There's definitely room to cull though and improve. So, you know, you can see the boats behind me. I'm just kind of trying to let them gap out a little bit, so I've got some fresh water. So I kind of slowed down because, you know, you can't go behind somebody and catch them right away. They need to like reset.
Last minute upgrades. Logan Hunsey reels in a bass on the fuzzy dice to make a last minute cull before weigh-in.
For me, I could tell like all the fish I'm throwing at are all 3 to 5 pounds. I wasn't even messing with the little ones. And I was throwing at a bunch of them every day, and you're only getting a few of them to bite. You know, it's 6 to 10 if you're lucky. Some guys figured out how to do it, others, but yeah, the dice was the deal. And it didn't really seem to matter what brand. I stuck with the OSP, but I know some other guys in the top were throwing different brands than I was. It's just, that seemed to be the bait that you had to be throwing, and you had to have the live scope just to see them. Because you literally had to land on, for me, how I was fishing, I was throwing it on a drop shot, you had to land on top of them. Most of the fish are suspended, and they shoot up, look at it as it's falling, and they chase it to the bottom, and then within 5 seconds, I'd say 10 at the most, they'd bite it. If they didn't bite it within those first 5 or 10 seconds, it was like
99% chance that fish wasn't going to bite. It just sit there and look at it or follow it in or swim away.
Got him. Good one?
Can't tell. Not a monster one. We'll get rid of that little one though. When they're that shallow, they're a lot more aggressive than those guys out in 10 foot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can see the bottom up there. Oh, don't do that. Oh, okay. That one will help.
He was coming into it, and then he...
Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't do that. Good Lord. Oh, he'll get rid of one. Probably give us about a pound. He's almost 3 1/4. Okay.
He's looking bad.
Yeah. It feels good that they're getting up there. That's where they need to be.
Championship Sunday for the BAM Pro-Am on Lake Almanor, presented by Tackle Warehouse, wraps up right after this.
Randall and I want to talk to you real quick about choosing the right electronics mount for your bass boat.
And we know the quality and effort that Van Foster has put into this company.
So what you get is a custom fitted mount, not some mass-produced universal mount for every bass boat out there.
Seat pedestal plugs, tool holders, steering wheel spacers, and battery trays are all made with the same attention to detail that Bass Boat Technologies is known for. Check them out at bassboattech.com. You'll be glad you did.
Hey folks, pro bass fisherman Mark Lassane here. My garage was completely cluttered with outdoor gear, but then I discovered StoreQuest self-storage. Now check out my space. It's like my own personal oasis. All my fishing rods, my gear have a home away from home. With everything neatly organized, I can spend more time doing what I love. Thanks to my StoreQuest unit, I've decluttered my life and made room for adventure.
What the flock are you waiting for? California's newest luxury entertainment destination, Chicken Ranch Casino Resort, is ready to play. Experience laid-back luxury in our modern hotel, a casino floor with views of the Sierra, and diverse restaurants and bars that'll keep you squawking for more. Experience the all-new Chicken Ranch Casino Resort, located just 60 minutes from Yosemite National Park. Visit playchickenranch.com to book your trip today.
Tackle Warehouse has everything you need to get out and catch more bass. Rods for every application or technique. Over 1,000 reels to choose from. Monofilament, braid, and fluorocarbon lines. A massive selection of baits from the smallest to the largest. Exclusive baits and colors only available at Tackle Warehouse. Everything you need to build or customize your favorite lures. And of course, countless options to store it all. Tackle Warehouse. Click, save, fish.
Welcome back to the BAM Pro-Am Championship on Lake Almanor, presented by Tackle Warehouse. It's time to crown a champion, award one pro angler the keys to a brand new Bass Cat powered by a Mercury Marine outboard. But first, the co-anglers come up to the scales. First up, co-angler leader Brian Cogburn will take the hot seat first as the rest of the field tries to take home the $10,000 prize. However, as each co-angler comes up to try and dethrone Brian from the hot seat, his 4-pound lead over the rest of the field is too much to overcome. Troy Mays is the last co-angler to come up and try to knock off Brian Cogburn.
I want you to do me one favor, Brian. How many fish you got over in your bag right now?
One.
If you have one fish that weighs 1/16 of an ounce, you might win this thing. That man right there needed 674. Everybody, he had 2 pounds, 20.20 right here. Brian Cogburn is your co-angler champion on Lake Almanor. Great job, my friend.
Tournament went very, It was very weird. Pre-fish was very tough, and then you'd catch one. It was very hard to get a limit. And it was frustrating because I was pre-fishing with Randy Pearson, and he was catching them good, and then I'm in the back of the boat just really struggling. So mentally, it was a strain, and it was just, fishing is a big mental game anyway, and it kind of wiped me out a little bit, and I was kind of down on myself. And then tournament hit, and I got a little confidence in the jig and pre-fish, and caught him on a jig, caught him on a topwater bait. Day 2, I fished with Ish Monroe. He fished a little more my style, which was a lot slower, and I was able to fish a jig more effectively and slowly, and I was able to put 4 keepers in the boat and then 1 on the topwater bait first thing in the morning. I had a great time here in Almanor, never been here before. Lake is beautiful, weather was great, the fishing was great if you could catch them. It was tough, but BAM had an excellent tournament this weekend. The whole season was great, and I cannot wait to get back out here next year.
Now let's move on to the pro anglers. It's time to crown a champion as Day 2 leader Brennan Osborn takes the hot seat.
This first one kind of snuck in, but luckily he snuck in because I'll tell you what, he's a heck of an angler, and he wanted to be here real bad. He's out of Oakdale, California. Let's bring him up, everybody, Mr. Randy Pearson. Today, you're going to need 1632 to take that seat. 1632 is all you're going to need. Uh-oh. The first man, 1741, takes that seat away.
Randy Pearson holds the hot seat past Joey Walton. 2024 champion Joe Mariani is up next.
991, that seat's in jeopardy. 991's what we're looking for. Not even a slight problem. He basically doubled it. 1846, everybody.
Joe Mariani survives 2 heavy hitters, Jake Boomer and Asher Haynes.
You only need 1633 in that bag to take that man's seat. 1633 is what we're looking for. Joe, you're not going to hold that seat much longer because 1898 is what Chris just dropped on the scales. Great job, Joe, but Chris got you. 56.98 total for this man right now.
Logan Hunsey heads up next.
All right, Logan, you had some absolutely quality fish. 2062 on day 1, 2096 on day 2, 4158 total. You only need 1541 to drop on that scale. Mike, let go of it. Uh-oh. That seat ain't yours no more, Chris. That's a big weight. 2057, everybody.
Bryant Smith's 15.98 pounds won't be enough to catch the current leader. That just leaves 1 angler left to weigh in for the championship. Brennan Osborn takes the stage.
Everybody, he is going to need a bag. A good bag. He's going to need 1750 to take home that trophy and to take home these keys right here. I want you to do one thing for me. Grab that man's hand, because at 2007, Brennan Osborn is your champion. He has won day 1, day 2, day 3. Won it wire to wire, taking it home. Brennan, congratulations, man.
That thing's pretty. I'm gonna be staring at that thing pretty hard for at least the next couple weeks while I soak it in. Like I said on stage, it was totally like an out-of-body experience for me. It doesn't feel real whatsoever. I haven't even began to process anything. You know, my family came down, my girlfriend, one of my buddies that I fished with in practice. I actually owe a huge shout out to him too. I blew up my trolling motor in practice, and he came out and we used his boat a couple weeks ago and figured out the pattern. So shout out to Quinn. Thank you for bringing your boat out here so we could do that. But yeah, totally unreal. Fished against a field full of super elite anglers. These guys are totally savages. So just to be able to hold my own, let alone to come out on top in this tournament, it means a ton to me, more than I can convey with words. So super thankful to be here. The opportunity's amazing. I can't wait to do it again next year. Yeah, I was targeting clean water, mainly rock banks. I had a couple that had stumps on them too, and I would pick some fish out of the stumps, but like you guys saw on the live stream, the videos, I was throwing the dice. I had a little screw lock in there, size 2 hook, 12-pound fluoro in case they got me in the stumps. Since it's a bait that they usually eat above their head, I wasn't too worried about them seeing the line either. So I heard some guys were doing it on like 4 or 6 pound test, but I figured my risk went down a little bit if I upsized the line. So I pretty much kept the boat moving, just gave myself as many opportunities to succeed as I could. Rotated areas, I fished around a lot of really good guys close by me, so it felt good to have some of the guys that were up there around me. It made me feel like I was around them. We definitely got lucky, hit a window right yesterday, caught basically my whole bag, that 2270 in about an hour and a half. The first day I piecemealed it together, and I would say about the same for today. It got a lot tougher, the pressure's getting to them. They were nipping the bait a lot more, not eating it all the way, so I had to go earn it a little bit. Definitely caught less fish today, but either way, it was a fantastic week for me. Figuring that whole deal out changed the game. I was on nothing until I threw that. My body's so wiped out from this tournament, and I got class tomorrow, so we're just getting right back into the swing of this thing. But I'll get a few nights to stare at this thing before I go to bed and think about it and take it in. But yeah, it hasn't sank in whatsoever yet. It doesn't feel real at all, so I gotta give it some time.
The BAM Pro Tour is heading to the legendary Bass Factory, Clear Lake, where the ultimate West Coast champion will be crowned. Do you have what it takes to compete on the Pro Tour? Here's your chance to prove it. Get in on the action. Sign up for the BAM Trail Pro-Ams now and fish your way into the BAM Super 60 Pro Tour.